wow. Thanks for that, Karen. How have you been lately? What?
Well, I formed a very important committee, the neighborhood quarantine watch.
Yeah, what have you been up to this week?
Well, I've been running a lot of errands for people in need, and I was surprised. I stopped at a stoplight, and these people just came and asked me to roll down my window, give them money, and they just threw the virus at me.
Um,
Who would do that?
those people weren't homeless by any chance, were they?
Well, they didn't look like it, but who could say? How do you know?
I love you, Karen. Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for that wonderful introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TGI Fun Show. Make some noise for our good friend, Coronavirus Karen. All right. Well, we are not going to do the typical theme song tonight because we're trying a new format on Twitch TV. Thanks for joining us. Times are tough. Times are hard. And oh my God, is my computer having a great time with me tonight? That's fine. We're going to make it through tonight. Coronavirus still going on. We're still under quarantine. The President of the United States came out this week and said that we could all defeat this thing if we would just inject a little bit of Lysol, implying that Lysol would be the answer to all of our problems. I don't know what to think about that, except for we came up with some other ways that might be a safer alternative, or maybe just a more effective alternative to huffing Lysol with the coronavirus. And at this time, I'd like to invite a new guest to the show. Her name is Ivana Huffalot. Ivana, could you come to the show, please? Where's Ivana Huffalot?
Yeah, I'm
Here she comes. Yeah, make some noise for Ivana Huffalot. Hey, Ivana, can you bring my phone in there, too? I've got to go off the live stream for a second there.
Well, yeah, I can help.
Thank you. Oh, welcome again one more time. A rousing welcome for Ivana Huffalot. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Ivana, what do you have there in your hands?
Well, this is my medicine.
That's your medicine. It looks like you've been listening to the Trumpster.
Oh, he's our president. He knows everything.
He sure does. Oh, my goodness. Ivana, careful with that, honey. You're going to hurt yourself. We came up with a list of sensible solutions, or maybe non-sensible, alternatives to beating the coronavirus better than Lysol. How would you like to hear some of those alternative solutions?
Yeah, that sounds real great.
I thought so, too. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The top 10 ways to beat the coronavirus that are better or more effective than Lysol. Number 10, smoking cigarettes.
I can get behind that one.
France has decided that smoking cigarettes is good for us. Number 9, cut it out, people. Standing in the sun. Just get some of that sunlight. Also came out of a news story this week that UV rays could defeat the coronavirus. UV rays. Number 8's an unconventional one, Ivana. Social shaming. Have you been a victim of any social shaming lately?
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, I bet you might have been. You look like it.
It's always happened to me.
I bet. You poor thing. Here's one for us. Ivana, number 7, vodka tonic. Beat the coronavirus. How about that?
I take a double.
You want to sip off this? I don't think so, Jeremy. Number 6, thoughts and prayers. Now, you might laugh at that, but we actually have a guest tonight. Christian Gilt's on the show tonight with some thoughts and prayers that might help us out, Ivana. Have you ever tried praying yourself?
Well, not for myself. No.
Have you ever tried independent thought?
What?
Number 5, additional wiping. Additional wiping might help with the coronavirus. I don't know who put that on the list. Number 4, plenty of cheese.
I like cheese, the pre-shredded.
Sensible cheese. Number 3, this is a little outside the box. Eat an immigrant. Eat an immigrant. And I think that was based on the film we're going to talk about. I've already forgot the name. War Monkey by Jeff Hortiosa. Horti from the Whiskey Shivers is here tonight. We're going to talk about his film. We're going to talk about some music. And in his film, they actually eat, well, they don't eat someone. They talk about eating someone, but they don't because it's a bad idea because it spreads disease. Anyway, I digress. I'm apologizing, Yvonne. I'm going on and on and on.
Sorry.
The number 2 way to beat the coronavirus, still better than Lysol, regular old soap, hippies. And here we have some Hannah Moore soap made right here in Austin. Make some noise for Hannah Moore. She has a wonderful, yes, don't hold back, wonderful soap line based right here in Austin, Texas. We strongly endorse Hannah Moore soap. And the number one way to beat the chicken coronavirus, better than Lysol, a chicken fight. Chicken fight the coronavirus. There we go. All the way from St. Louis, Missouri. That is our top 10 ways to destroy the coronavirus. Ivana Huffalot, thank you so much for joining us. If you could just take this back there and go live on our
You
sign.
got another can of this?
Let people know. I sure don't. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. Ivana humps a lot. I mean huffs a lot.
Like a huff a lot.
All right. Wow. Well, I'm lucky to have a vodka with me. I can fight the coronavirus this way. Our next guest is a repeat offender here on the show. He's a survivalist. He is an instrumentalist. His name is Mr. X from Parts Unknown. Please give a warm ATX welcome to Mr. X. Robin, could you just make sure we're going live on Twitch, please?
Thank you for having me.
Howdy, Mr. X. Now, Mr. X, I see you've gone big time on us, and you are now all over the place. You're on CNN, you're on Fox, you're even on the TGI Fun Show. Congratulations.
Thank you. That's what they call a simulcast.
Yeah, simulcast. It makes me very, very, very happy to see you succeeding. Now, you've given us tips on surviving. You've given us tips on what we should hoard, what we should not hoard. Do you have any tips this week on alternative ways to defeat this coronavirus?
Well, this is straight from Kayleigh McEnany, the Trump press secretary.
Can you bring that in for comments?
She recommends eating a lot of hot dogs, at least 2 packs a day, and the sodium nitrate will knock out the virus.
Hot dogs. That's one that didn't even make the list. How about that?
Not only that, she said, if you have a tablespoon of crude oil, breakfast and at dinner, you're very unlikely to contract the virus.
Wait, a spoonful of what? The audience was laughing over everything you said.
Crude oil.
Crude oil. Well, crude oil is at an all-time low.
Well, just as a disclaimer, I do not recommend this. This came straight from Kayleigh McEnany, and I suspect that it is a way they're going to prop up crude prices.
You think this whole thing is a conspiracy to prop up crude prices, which have now fallen to an all-time low, mind you?
I heard it inside the Pentagon.
Do you have any news from the Pentagon to report this week?
Well, one other thing is they're about to come out with a release for using plastic masks.
Plastic masks? Can you speak more on that?
Well, the good news is they don't let any air in so the virus can't get to you.
Are you thinking about making a plastic mask and inserting a pie hole, possibly?
Well, it might not hurt, but there's going to be some instructions online how to make a plastic mask from a Ziploc baggie.
Oh, I like that. You invented this.
Oh no, this is coming straight from Kaylee McQueenie at the Pentagon.
Oh, this is straight from the Pentagon. We're going to be making masks out of plastic bags.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. Did you catch coronavirus Karen at the beginning of the show?
Oh yeah. I was wondering, could you text me her number?
Yeah, I wanted to apologize, Mr. X. You asked me that last week, and I forgot. I will. Now, let me ask you this. What did you think of Ivana Huffsalot? Because she seemed... I know what you like about coronavirus Karen is she's a common sense woman, but Ivana Huffsalot seems to be a very sterile, clean woman.
One girl that likes the humps a lot is a girl that be very compatible to me.
Well, I think it was Huffsalot, not Humpsalot. But thank you for coming on, Mr. X, once again. Do you have any words of wisdom you'd like to leave us with?
No, but I can tell you what I heard about Austin, Texas.
Oh, yeah. What about Austin, Texas?
I heard that the mayor took the president's advice and went and injected some Lysol.
Mayor Steve Adler injected some Lysol.
And it made him cross-eyed. Yeah. So you'll be hearing about that on local news, I'm sure, in the next day or two.
Good Lord. Oh, my God. Well, I see what you did there, Mr. X. You wily little sucker. All right, Mr. X, I love you to death. You are hilarious. Thank you, Mr. X. Give Mr. X a warm ATX signal. I love you. He said that Adler has gone cross-eyed from huffing Lysol. Oh, my goodness.
I'd like to see that.
Do we have any chat on the Twitch feed? What's going on?
Chat. We've got the Wainster
Kenny
enjoying the
Wainster.
pie hole.
Enjoying a pie hole sandwich.
El Jefe is telling the Twitch followers here who are watching to click the heart and follow because there's more good stuff coming.
Give us a follow if you're watching. Why not? Sorry that I keep looking down. I'm trying to manage way too many things at once. Give it up for my beautiful producer, Amanda Lynn.
Oh, thanks. Doing a mighty fine job.
Well, I'm managing more things at one time than I would like to. Speaking of managing more things at one time than we would like to, we're always so busy here as musicians that it's really hard sometimes to keep up. One of the hardest working musicians I know of all time, and one of my favorite people, and a friend of the show. Please welcome Julie Nolen to the show.
Yeah. On the big stage.
Oh, Julie, I see you're joining us from the Grand Ole Opry today. Great, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm not actually playing here. I'm just living here. I'm just kind of in between places.
Crashing on the floor. I get it. Now, Julie, you have a new single. Oh, can I just stop everything? I need to reset the show. I had forgotten during my beginning. Happy birthday, Carol Fitzgerald. If you're out there, Carol,
Hey.
Bobby, former fellow whiskey shipper to Horti. Bobby and Horti play together. Carol turns 23 today. Carol, God bless you and happy birthday. And another shout out to our friend Joe Ben, who had a very invasive surgery in the pee-pee area today. Okay, I didn't mean to get
Speedy recovery.
Speedy recovery, Joe Ben. We love you out there. Make some noise for our friends.
There's Joe Ben. He says, yo, what's up? Happy Friday.
Happy
What's
Friday,
up,
Joe Ben. Yes, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Feeling good?
Okay, now, Julie, you've got a great song coming out and a great video. We can't preview the video because it comes out next Friday, correct?
Thursday, April 30th.
Next Thursday, April 30th, and the song is called Hey Bartender. It's absolutely one of my favorites. And Amanda and I went to the video filming at the Saxon Pub.
Yes, you are prominently
And
featured. So
let me tell you something. If you're watching at home, if you live in Austin, if you ever want to get laid, go watch Julie play music. It's like a million, what is it, 1-to-1 odds? That's pretty good odds, right? You will get laid going to a Julie show. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I showed up at the Saxon Pub. All of a sudden, I knew it was just getting laid everywhere. It was great. Thank you, Julie, for putting on live shows that get people like us laid. Boy, we needed that one that night. Now, that was a really fun night. I love the song. It's an easy sing-along song. The video, I think, is going to be very fun because it's all of us right up there on stage with you, just kind of doing our thing. What would you like to talk about? The video is going to premiere April 30th on Country Queer.
correct.
Yeah, and they're out of California.
Yeah, they're out of San Francisco area. It's countryqueer.com. They highlight queer music or queer voices in country music.
Awesome. And you have a live stream show Mondays at 7 p.m.
I do. Every Monday, 7 p.m. on Facebook Live.
So tune in to Julie's live stream. Julie, how have you adjusted to the live stream game? Do you find it's a little bit different or any different than being on stage at, say, the Rustic Tap on a Wednesday? Have you had to adjust your game? What tips are you using to adjust to the live stream lifestyle?
Yeah, it's definitely weird. It's weird when, like, I don't have that interaction with anybody, and it's weird because you have to kind of look down and make sure everything's working and take 5 minutes to...
Yeah, everybody thinks I'm looking at my small penis, and that's because I am.
I am too.
Now Amanda is, thanks. Oh, my God. What's your guilty pleasure? What's your go-to gimmick? What do you do when you're live streaming? You're like, oh, fuck, I've got to be doing something else right now. I like a joke every now and then. I tell a joke.
Yeah, I like jokes. I like, I've got an intro that I've been working on. It's basically, it's a beautiful day in the quarantine, like Mr. Rogers.
Oh.
Nice, very nice.
Mama's into my rock star gear.
Change into your outfit. I like it. I saw a guy the other day. He said his number one trick on live streams was that he would just make drinks and then start drinking. And you know,
We can do that.
not a
We
bad
can do
trick.
that,
I think
yeah.
we're on to that ourselves. Yeah. Julie, would you like to give our audience at home a sneak preview of the song "Hey Bartender"?
I sure would.
Thanks a lot, Julie, and welcome to the TGI Fun Show stage. Once again, Julie Nolen. Thank you, Julie.
There's always someone out there you can rely on. Always be there waiting for you, leaving that light on. Some places I'm a rock star, some places I'm no. Either way, there's always a neon light calling me back home. Always someone out there waiting on me. Always be the very last one to leave. I said, oh, hey, bartender, don't shut us down. Oh, yeah, hey, bartender, about another round.
There's like no latency. Like this is pretty close. Like we can see what's going on. They can't hear us because we're muted.
Right.
And that's it's on.
I've been known to fall in love once or twice. It's kind of hard not to when they serve you and they gotta be nice. Best cure for any heartache anywhere I'm found. It's beautiful bartender serving you a shot of crack. Always someone out there waiting on me. Always be the very last one to leave. I said, ooh, hey, bartender, don't shut us down. Ooh, yeah, hey, bartender, about another round. I've sailed with the captain, and I've flown with the Grey Goose. Drank the champagne of beers, and I've toasted with food. Whether it's Johnny, Jack, or Jim, or Mr.
Nice.
We'll be doing a little drinking and a lot of hell raising. Raise hell! Always someone out there waiting on me. Always be the very last one to leave. I said, ooh, hey, bartender, don't shut us down. Ooh, yeah, hey, bartender, about another round. I said, ooh, yeah, hey, bartender. Ooh, yeah, hey, bartender, don't shut us down.
Very nice, Julie.
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
I can't wait to see that
Hey, look. Looks like Pete wants to come in and Pete, unmute yourself if you'd like to say hi to Julie. Hello, Pete. Sorry, I think we're hitting the mute at the same time.
video.
Unmute yourself, Pete.
Chicken and the egg. Pete is muted. You're right. Tomilton?
Pete, I think you're muted, buddy. I hit the unmute. Okay, well, whatever. You know, here's Pete. He's muted. Hi, Julie. This is Julie's segment. God dang
Julie's
it.
still here.
Oh, Pete. All right, so Julie, great song. Now Julie's gonna do some online festivals. If you're out there, everybody says there's no more festivals. There's actually some online festivals going on, and you're gonna be in one based in San Francisco.
Right, it's called Sofa Fest.
Sofa Fest. When is Sofa Fest?
It's a festival that a friend of mine has been involved in for several years. It's just outside of San Francisco, and they're going to have an Austin, Texas stage. So a bunch of Austin.
Oh.
When is this happening?
Sunday.
Nice.
This Sunday.
What time?
From 4 to 10 Central Standard.
What time is your set?
Okay, cool.
I think I'm actually going to be at 6 o'clock.
Perfect.
All right, so tune in to Julie on Sofa Fest at 6 o'clock. And check out her live stream Mondays at 7 p.m. and the video premiere next Thursday, April 30th, countryqueer.com. Julie, we love you here at the show. We love you in real life. And thank you for coming on the show. We're going to have you back on with the gangbang later. We're going to have you play another song.
Yay.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Julie, for
Julie.
coming on. Next noise for Julie Nolen, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Julie is a big up-and-comer in the Austin music scene, in the country scene. Not to be outdone, our next guests have had a crazy back-and-forth history with music. Their current project is called the Sticky Chicks, and they get in a lot of sticky situations. I'm going to welcome to the stage at first Maybelline, and we're going to have to call in another member. Just please try to act normal, and not everybody is the same. Make some noise for Maybelline of the Sticky Chicks. Maybelline, are you there?
Hello, is it on? Hello?
Hi.
Hello, Maybelline. Now, Maybelline, you before the show started, you told me that we were going to have someone maybe call into the show.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anna's coming. She gonna call in, I think. That's what she said.
Now, there's
There
a phone
she
call.
is.
There's a phone call in the show. I wonder who that could be. Well, hang on. I better pick up.
Yeah.
This is a prepaid collect call from an inmate at the Texas State Correctional Facility. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, you may start the conversation now.
Here we go.
Hello?
Oh, hello. There she is, live from the Enid, Oklahoma Penitentiary. It's what's your name, ma'am? I'm sorry, I just had Maybelline's name.
My name is Emma Cummin.
I'm a comin'. Welcome, I'm a comin' and Maybelline to the show, The Sticky
Hi,
Chicks.
Maybelline. Hi, I miss you, girl. I miss you too. So much Mama. It's
Wow.
awesome. Oh, thank you for favorite. We go to the liquor store together. It's great.
Maybelline, you have a beer can in your hair. I love you girls. Wow. Now,
Yeah, I'm trying to get ready for a photo shoot we're gonna have later. I gotta curl my hair, you know, get pretty. I'm running a little late.
joining you, it says, is Willie Fast Fingers. Is that your manager, producer type guy?
This is our manager, producer, and on occasion our attorney at law.
Oh, it's
he doesn't
good.
really do interviews unless you got 10K on retainer
It's.
or you're good at some stuff.
I wonder what you guys could possibly be good at. But besides music, now, you guys, come on, guys. You guys have a new hit single, and I don't even know how you're going to pull this off with I'm a Comin' in jail. I'm a Comin', who is that hunk behind you?
Oh, that's just the sheriff. Don't mind him. We sent you our demo tape in the mail. Did you get it?
I got that. Oh my God, she's making beer can curlers. Willie Fast Fingers. Willie Fast Fingers, if you ever find yourself not wanting the affections of Maybelline, you got to send her this way because that's just darling. We will play your song. Now, you've assured us there are no dirty words that can get us in trouble on this song.
Oh, of course not.
Because I know,
dirty words here.
I know I can trust you girls. Okay, now, Amanda Lynn,
Yeah.
the FCC said we could do this.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, their new hit, Steel Bars from Sticky Chicks. Here we go, Steel Bars.
First time.
First time anyone's heard this.
Hey, where'd you get that?
She's putting her makeup on during the show. I love it.
I have to love you through a sticky pane of glass while everyone is looking
Plain white.
and time's barely
Expect this.
slipping past. I'm writing you from this jail cell. You gave me up, but I'm staying true. I never thought you'd point the finger. You're an ass, but I still love you. Steel bars, wire fencing can't keep me from loving you. And I dare not tell my simple ways, even if they're true. I can't hate you for what you did, 'cause I know I'd do it too. Steel bars and wire fencing can't keep me from loving you. Sharing stories with my cellie about drinking whiskey late at night. I keep the sexy ones a secret, like getting naked and starting fights. You know I want us to be happy, even though you place the blame. Better wait for me forever, or I might just slip your name. Steel bars and wire fencing can't keep me from loving you. And I dare not tell my sinful ways, even if they're true. I can't hate you for what you did, 'cause I know I'd do it too. Steel bars and wire fencing can't keep me from loving you.
Very nice, ladies.
Oh my God, that's
Oh,
amazing.
thank you.
That is
But
beautiful.
that damn bank
Oh, there's a little bit more.
should've been empty. And how was I to know that guard would be a hero and we would lose control? I know we belong together, and I wanna be your wife, even though you could have saved me from serving 25 to life.
It's horrible. That's horrible. That's sad.
Steel bars and wire fencing can't keep me from loving you. And I dare not tell my sinful ways, even if they're true. I can't hate you for what you did, 'cause I know I'd do it too. Steel bars and wire fencing can't keep me from loving you. I'm coming for you, baby.
Oh, beautiful.
That
How
was
about
just-
that? The sticky chicks.
Touching.
I have to say, that might be one of my favorite all-time moments from the TGI Fun Show ever. Congratulations, ladies.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having us on. We really appreciate it. That song's about my boyfriend. His name is Billy Joe Buck Jr. We just call him BJ Jr.
Billy Buck Joe Sr. is famous,
Is he?
I think.
Who'd he do?
I don't. I just assumed. I mean, if he's with you girls, he must be in good company.
Well,
So
I'm famous too because I was in the paper, see?
I couldn't help but notice, and it says for murder.
It says fingered.
Is it true you were fingered by boyfriend for murder?
Yep, that's what they said in the paper. I can't talk about it because, there's an ongoing investigation, but that's why I'm in the slammer.
Was that a typo, or were you actually fingered for murder?
I was fingered. BJ
My boyfriend.
fingered me. He gave me up,
BJ
but I
Jr.,
still
BJJR.
That's who that song's about, right?
BJ Jr. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
It's loosely based on him, we don't want to give him all the credit.
Right.
I'm a
Have you
coming.
seen BJ around, Maybelline?
Oh, I have. He was hanging out with Bucktooth Shirley.
What?
And
Uh-oh.
you
Uh-oh.
That's trouble.
might want to check in on that because either she wears
Bucktooth Shirley.
Oh, Bucktooth's a
what's
woman.
it called? Basketball under her shirt now, or something else is happening. So you should maybe check in with him. Or do you want me to do it?
I'm gonna kick her ass. I already kicked her ass one time. She tried to French me after math class in junior high, and I kicked her ass then, and I'm gonna kick her ass again.
Okay.
How
I
are
got
you,
her back, girl.
how are you gonna do that from jail? I'm a coming.
Whenever I get the hell out of this place, I'm gonna come and find that bee,
Do you have
kick
a?
her ass.
Let me ask you a personal question, if you don't mind.
What?
Do you have a plan for escaping?
No.
Shut your mouth, Bill.
Shouldn't talk about it.
Shay up, Ilbay. Gah.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking that song is just the best I have heard since Silver Threads and
Well,
Golden Needles.
Thank you very
You know what I'm
much.
saying?
You're talking about how to avoid the coronavirus, but here in prison, I want to actually catch the coronavirus because those hospital beds are so comfy, and they got TV in every single room. So I just been licking toilet seats and sucking on doorknobs all day, and I ain't kept nothing except for stuff I already got.
A woman with goals.
I think that you guys should come visit Coronavirus Karen in Austin.
She,
I can put her on my visitation list if you want. Tell her to send me some commentary money, though.
she likes to play by the rules, and you guys could work well together.
Oh, I like it.
All
I
right.
just
Well,
been drinking a lot of moonshine.
Sounds
Come on, time's up. It's time to put you back in your hole.
I think I gotta go.
Come on now.
All right.
Bye,
Bye, Anna.
Bye, Ima.
Come on.
Thanks for coming on the show once again, Ima.
Let's do this again next week.
Oh!
Oh
Oh!
my God! Did she just hit that guard?
Don't tell me how the birthday.
She's taking out the guard.
Hey, get in the truck. I'll be outside in 5 minutes.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Oh, God.
I hope BJ Jr.'s ready for this.
There she goes. goes. There goes I'm a coming. The jail still going on. Good Lord.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, wow.
That was intense. Good Lord. The Sticky Chicks. How about that, folks? Well, I honestly did not know what to think about the Sticky Chicks. I didn't know who they were. That was a lot of fun. I hope we could have them on again.
I think the Twitch crowd is enjoying it. They believe it's awesome. Everybody wants to free Ima. Well, Tomlinson wants to put her in her hole, but then Hefe wants to free her. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Everybody enjoyed the show of it, though, right? I mean, that song
again, one
is
more
good.
time for those Sticky Chicks. How about it? They really outdid themselves. That song is great. Now, our next guest is a long-term friend of ours. Originally met him through the band The Whiskey Shivers, and since then he's been involved in some of our theatrical projects. He was in the original Honky Tonk Holidays, returning offender. And his most recent projects are Robin and Alice have made a big splash, and as he's now jumped off the cliff into his filmmaking debut, and I watched his film today, War Monkey. He accompanied it with a new single called Jesus Christ. Please welcome to the TGI Fun Show stage, Jeff Hortiosa. Horti, my man. And he's in a banana outfit. Love it! I love it!
Swatting in a banana outfit.
Horti, you look beautiful. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thanks. How's it going?
Good. What did you think about those Sticky Chicks?
They're pretty funny.
Awfully sticky. Boy, you look sticky today. You look great.
I'm very sticky.
You are at the edge of violating every single rule, but you're not violating any of them, and we appreciate that. Thank you, Horti. Now, Horti, I made sure and got very inebriated today, and I watched your movie. Because my thing was, and I apologize for not having you on earlier, but I think our timing is good, because the film just released, and you released your song, Jesus Christ, just a week ago.
Yes, last Friday.
Last Friday, which is a great song. Now, I was really pleased because a long time ago, you showed me an early version of this movie, and it didn't quite have all the music and all the things. So I was really pleased to watch it with the full production, the music in the background, and everything. It really made everything develop a lot more quickly than what you'd show me, because you showed me a bunch of raw footage. Oh, yeah. Funny movie, man. Funny movie. Watch this. War Monkey is the name of the film. Now, let me ask you a question. What was there anything that led you to make War Monkey? Because, one question at a time. I'm sorry. I get ahead of myself. What led you to make War Monkey?
So, I guess I've always kind of thought about this crossing of worlds, between different cultures.
Right, I'm sorry.
Several hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago.
I got ahead of myself. Tell us what War Monkey is about, please, for the people at home who don't know. That's my bad. I should have done a little summary. Please tell the folks at home what the film is about, because it's
War Monkey is about
very clever.
Missionary, rather a new version of people meeting culturally. It's about an American missionary who arrives on an island full of an uncontacted tribe, and hilarity ensues.
Yes, in fact, more than hilarity ensues, because at one point, I can't believe it, I'm the worst. I wrote a note to myself and I forgot. More than hilarity ensues, because what happens is it gets a little bit topical. You kind of went a little bit ahead of your time, and you couldn't have predicted this, Horti, or maybe you could, and we don't know. But you actually kind of have framed the coronavirus in a new way in this film, I thought, as I watched it. Because at one point they say, why don't we do this one very obvious thing that we could do? And they say, well, the chief says, well, if we do that, we'll all get the coronavirus and die. In fact, we did that before, so don't do that.
No, man, that's purely incidental, I think.
It was incidental, but I think great, because it made me think of that, and I thought, how damn funny is this? And how relevant does it make the film? It made the film for me every joke was like twice as funny because I couldn't help but relate every joke from your film to right now. I couldn't help but think oh my God, that's not.
So.
And the other really funny thing that I guess just has to be said, so we're not speaking in code, and so the crowd can get it. It's a little bit. There's a little bit of role reversal going on with the pink pig character. I love this. The white man is not exactly the star in this film, is he?
No, he's more like a pet. He's more like an endearing,
it's
like Harry and the Henderson style sort
They
of.
gotta figure out what the fuck a white person is because they've never seen one. And
but
you
they
get
don't
it.
call him white. See, if you call him white, then it kind of brings up a whole different series of like socio-cultural implications.
You did it in a very. So many things were clever about this film. It's hard for me to speak on in a short amount of time. One thing I really liked was the reverse language. Was that the whole thing's in English, so anyone that speaks English can understand it. But the way you did the other language, so that which would be if you couldn't understand English, if you couldn't understand another country, so great. And
oh yeah, totally. Because you'll see
that's
if you
brilliant.
see like King Kong or any like movie now where they have the natives are all like, oh, and they're like fucking bumbling idiots.
It was
like,
great.
To them, it's like, holy fuck, who are these fucking dudes? What are they doing here? Why are they?
I thought that was a really clever way to present that as a way that the audience can understand. He doesn't know what he's saying because it's another language, but we don't think about that ever. And the way you did it as kind of a fake language was clever. The other thing I really loved, this film at one point will put you in the driver's seat. It puts you in the position of the pink pig. And at one point, there's a scene, and I commented on my reaction film. If you watch my reaction film, I filmed the whole thing today, and I streamed it. Yeah. It's out there. You can watch me watch the whole film, where it seems like you're just talking to the person watching the film. Like, we are the pink pig. And you say, usually people don't pay attention to me. Thanks for paying attention to me. You have this kind of heart-to-heart moment with your victim that you're about to murder. And it's piss your pants, laugh out loud funny. It's clever because you destroy the fourth wall, which we love to do, which means that you let the viewer kind of come into the play for a little bit. And it's a thing that you're not allowed to advertise it. You just do it. So it's like if you're clever and you're watching, it's like, I see what you did. Like now I'm the character in the movie.
It's very like 80s, like Bill Murray at the end, or like Bill Murray or Eddie Murphy, where they like kind of like slowly. Look
It's
at
a
the
very clever, very entertaining watch. It's called War Monkey, and it's less than 30 minutes long. It's like 27 minutes, and honestly, when you watch it, it seems like about 15. It's very fast paced. It's very good. The music is good. I love the Jesus Christ song.
Thank you so much.
A lot more than that current pose you're giving our fans, but that's okay.
I think the fans are liking it.
But the thing is, it's no. I'm not doing the feet or nipples, right?
Horti, someone said you're.
Nobody said anything about crotch.
Someone just called you appealing.
Yeah. They want to know if that's a pocket in your banana. What do you call a banana that gets all the girls? A banana smoothie.
And if you're watching,
Jamie.
If you're watching the broadcast, please give us a follow. This is brand new, our first time on Twitch.
Oh, we got some knock jokes. We're just gonna do.
You're ahead of the curve,
quick.
Bill.
I think I'm behind the curve, but you're.
No, I think the internet is made for us. I think we've finally kind of entered our own.
Horti,
it's starting to make sense.
Horti, I loved your film.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Amanda.
And I mentioned.
Where's Karen?
I also mentioned more soap.
Karen doesn't live here. She's got to get out.
A great.
Right. Oh, more soap. Check out that soap.
A great way to get clean.
It smells so good.
Is more soap.
And it's soapy.
This is a local Austin product. You can find it online, and Horti loves more soap.
I love the ghost bar. It smells so good.
If you put it,
love it, Hannah.
You just gotta if you
wash your hands with
it's very nice.
If you what?
Just smell it. It's nice.
It is. See, we were well stocked because we always buy local and we buy local more soap. So we didn't worry about buying soap when this stuff happened because we had plenty of delightful soap.
Well, Horti,
because of the yes.
We hope you'll stick around. We're gonna have a few more guests and then we're gonna do the all-in-one gangbang. So stick around, please, and we'll have you right back in. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. The film is called fucking
War
monkey.
Monkey.
I almost said monkey war. I'm glad I didn't. War monkey. The song is called Jesus Christ, and it's on Spotify.
Jesus Christ on Spotify.
Yes. Make some noise for Horti, ladies and gentlemen, and he will be right back with us. Thanks for coming on, Horti.
Nice banana, good banana.
Now next, wow, that was a lot of fun. That was a very
That
appealing.
was.
I
we
want to
got
steal one of
more
the jokes.
Soap getting good here.
One of
getting
the
good
appealing
love.
comments.
Yeah.
Next, we're going back to the North Pole to check in with Swerve and Irvin to see how things are going with Santa Claus, because there's a rumor that Christmas might not happen this year.
Is it canceled too?
Kids at home, don't worry, I'm just kidding. Welcome to the stage, Swerve and Irvin, all the way from the North Pole.
Hello, how you doing?
Great, Irv. Now, is it true that Santa is in rehab?
Yep, that is a fact.
That is a fact. Santa's in
fact.
rehab, and you are in charge of all finances at the North Pole.
Every damn thing. They got me running the whole joint.
Irv, you had me worried last time because you were drinking. Wait a minute, you're drinking again. What's that in your hand?
This right here, this is called polar bear piss. It
Oh.
burns going in and it burns going out. Let me tell you.
Now, that's 2 weeks in a
try
row
that.
you've been drinking. Now, with
2
all
weeks.
with all that drinking, have you been doing any... I know that you have access to Santa's funds. Have you been making any of those drunk purchases again? What have you been buying with Santa's money while you're getting drunk while he's in rehab?
Well, again, we've been purchasing things we need, like earlier you were discussing things to help, and we're exploring stuff we have here called deer snot. Deer snot we use for everything. Now, mind you, deer snot comes from the reindeers, but it doesn't come from the nose.
Is that like aloe? It helps with burns.
Whoa.
Soothing.
It comes-
Deer snot. I'm sorry.
Is it like aloe? You know, it soothes and it's good for
It's just
lube.
creamy like aloe, yes.
Okay, yeah.
I have a feeling Swerve and Irv's being a little dirty tonight.
It's that deer snot that he's drinking,
He's
right?
starting to get wasted. Now, Santa just went to rehab, but do you have any concerns about your newly found drinking habit there, Irv?
Oh, it's no habit. It's no habit. I just do it all the time. Can't be a habit.
As long as you can quit whenever you want.
Right or not.
Now, we hope that our friend Carol's watching in New York. Irv, Carol, her son Bobby was he starred in our musical one time as a very elf-like character. Let's wish Carol a happy birthday, can we, from the North Pole? Happy birthday,
Happy
Carol!
birthday, Carol!
Happy birthday, Carol.
Yeah. Swerve and Irvin, do you have any special coronavirus cures from the North Pole besides snorting Lysol up your nose?
Well, we tried that. That didn't work. Burns like a motherfucker, I'll tell you that.
You did try
All
that.
the good stuff, Tom.
Yeah, I
had
did.
tried.
I did. You know, everybody's got one friend of a friend who just does some stupid shit like that. And he certainly did, and it was not recommended, and I do not recommend that to anybody.
Who,
I'm sorry?
who's your number one party buddy at the North Pole now that Santa's gone?
Man, I don't really have a lot of people. I just kind of coordinate myself.
Oh, no,
You know,
Irv.
I heard Krampus went up there. Things working out with
A
him.
bit. We've been hanging a little bit. We've been
You and
hanging just a
Krampus have
little
been
bit.
hanging out.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't know what to think about.
You can't take a lot of that old Krampus, you know what I'm saying? You get a little bit goes a long way kind of deal.
Swerve and Irvin, can you tell us any kind of futures market for the toys? What's going to be the hot new toy come this Christmas? And don't
There's
say
so
alcohol.
many new toys out there. So many new toys. Currently we're looking at what we're doing lots of are like wood pickles.
Wood
simple
pickles.
stuff. We're gonna go more of a simple early type Christmas thing this year. We're gonna go vintage.
A
So
wooden pickle.
yeah, simple thing, cards, balls, lollipops and stuff. Yeah. And it depends on what Santa says when he gets back, mind you. I'm just a temp.
When will
here.
is there a date on when Santa will be out of rehab?
They don't tell me that stuff. I don't know. I don't know any of that information.
Swerve and Irvin, thanks for joining us. We've got to go. We've got a couple more guests tonight. Thank you all the way from the North Pole. Make some noise for Swerve and Irvin.
Hey, good to see you.
All right, great to see you, Irv. And last but not least, in fact, we have a couple more guests before we go to the all-in-one tonight. Our next guest is well hung and well hung on a cross. Meet Christian Gilt. Christian Gilt. Welcome Christian Gilt back to the stage. Christian Gilt, one of our favorite returning people here. Christian Gilt, it's great to see you. It's been a minute since we've seen you last, and I know you've been busy, and I know that you're probably working on the album, and I know that you've got a lot of saving going on. You got to save a lot of people. Tell me about what's been going on with you, and if you have any. I mentioned you in my top 10 list. Thoughts and prayers. We can do that to fight the coronavirus. What do you got for us this week?
Well, other than praying, thinking, and praying down on my knees. Spend a lot of time on my knees, So other than that, I got me some holy water that I've been drinking. So I made some in this tiny little bottle right here.
Oh.
So I've been kind of just dousing myself with it, licking it. And then what I did is I got and put a whole day's worth of holy water in this very masculine here to-go cup with this very masculine straw.
Is it clear, or did it turn the cup gold glitter? Because that looks nice.
Excuse me, no, the cup is
the
glitter.
water.
No, the water is clear. You have to put your faith in that to see the true sparkling results of the Lord.
Well, I'm glad I can see those.
Yeah.
There's not one drop of lysergic in that at all, I'm sure.
No. I think that though our dear president, who we have respectfully voted for and followed, seeing as how the Lord Jesus has nominated him into his presidential seat, though he does say these things, and I have to stand by it because the Lord tells me to. I'm doing small doses of Lysol, but the holy water is really my primary source of healing.
Now, Christian, can we purchase, knowing you're kind of an enterprising spirit, an entrepreneur, if you will. I don't want to use any words I shouldn't. Is there any chance that we could purchase this holy water from you online, or through your church or organization, if you will?
Well, yes and no. We're still working with our prototype right now, but it seems like it's working pretty well for me. And thank you so much for mentioning the gifts that the Lord has blessed me with as far as my my creativity with. Love the compliment. So as far as right now, we're still working with our investors. That's you.
It sure can be tonight, can't
Invested
it?
in the Lord.
Christian, do you have a way for us to invest in you if we want? Do you have a link? Do you have something you'd like to flash on the screen to let us know how to give you money? Maybe we want to.
How can we support the Lord?
We want a
you?
prayer. Maybe we need a prayer. I know that
I
you
just
do.
want some of that holy water.
Some holy water. Yeah, I know.
You thirst.
You do country music testimonials, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, here and there. Yeah, I do. Few and far between. It'll cost you, but yeah, I will. But it will save you 100%, guaranteed for that.
I'll take
So
that
here it
guarantee.
is. If you would like to, you can send a Venmo to my assistant, and here is the username right here. If you wish, my assistant is getting all of that financial stuff taken care of. I don't know if you can see that. I wasn't very well prepared.
It says Venmo at MAD, MAD _house, HAUS. Again, that's MAD _ Haus. If you would
Hey,
like
Bill, where'd you learn how to read? That was really good.
Enid, Oklahoma, baby.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, the Lord's country. You know,
They-
we're in the Bible Belt there.
They taught me
Mhm.
twice,
God bless.
Christian. They taught me the right way and the wrong way. So I know to read the right way, the Lord's way. That's why you and I get along, I figure.
I think you're right. I think you're right on that.
Boy, you sure do look delightful tonight. There was something else I wanted to ask you about. You have an Instagram account, and that's very important for the viewers at home. Follow Christian Guilt on Instagram. But Guilt is actually your last name. It's Gilt.
That's correct.
It's not like I'm calling you Christian Guilt. Like this is not a joke. This is your actual name.
I mean, you should feel guilty for your sins 100%, but that is my Lord-given name, Christian Guilt.
And GILT is something to feel guilty for. Guilted.
So
guilted
go on Instagram and follow Christian Guilt, Gilt. He's on there, and you can get prayers, you can get daily inspirationals.
We're doing confessionals too. Why don't you send? If you want to set up a time and a date where we do a confessional. You want to tell me about your sins? I will listen.
Can we do a double?
I was gonna say we should do a triple.
A threefer, like a threesome confessional.
We should get Julie Nolen, you, me, Julie Nolen, and Christian get in the booth, and we can tell you about a horrible night we had together. We did awful things. In fact, we're about to get in the big gangbang session, and I'm sorry to use such language, Christian. I know you're big on language, and I know
ladies present.
I'm breaking the rules, but
there are ladies present. I'm surprised that you're even letting her talk. To be honest,
Christian, you're beautiful. We love you so much.
Rules.
Christian, hop into the gangbang in a second. Me and Julie are going to talk to you. By the way, I don't know if you heard, Julie's video is premiering on
Thursday.
Country Queer out of San Francisco. And,
wait, you mean she's gay?
Well, we'll talk about that in the all for one.
You can tell me you were putting me on a gay talk show.
Well, we're going to find out. Okay, ladies
All
and
right.
gentlemen, put it together for Julie Nolen and Christian Guilt. We have one more guest that's coming. Okay, now before we go into the gangbang, this last couple was on here last week. The poor guy is out of job. He's the Snorkelsons, a pro wrestler. There he is, Clayton the Crusher. He's a WWE wrestler from Florida.
Raytown, Florida, right?
Raytown, Florida. Make some noise for Clayton and Crenshaw.
What's going on?
Now, you guys claim to be fighting off the coronavirus with a very unconventional technique known as the chicken.
The chicken fight. It's the chicken fight.
This is the number one way.
This is the number one way to defeat the coronavirus.
Show us the way.
The chicken fight.
Now, Bill, let's tell you something. It turns out having to fall back on wrestling, since the music thing ain't quite working out, I got my partner here, Hopes and Prayers.
Hi.
Who's out here kicking butt with me. But we decided that instead of actually wrestling, we was going to do it in a water bath, but actually full of Lysol. So we're actually wrestling in Lysol.
Bath full of Lysol.
You can't lose.
And we can all just assume that the coronavirus is everything that's not you. So you're fighting the air around you. Can we see? Okay, for the first time ever, America, live on the TGI Fun Show, you're going to see the chicken fight.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
Oh my God!
Here we go. All right, you ready?
We're finding the way here.
Chicken fighting the coronavirus.
Here we go.
Let's hope for no mishaps.
Yeah, get it!
There they go.
No more coronavirus.
Oh!
Why? It looks like you beat it.
There goes the coronavirus. That was a brutal toss.
Coronavirus down here in South Florida, I'm going to tell you.
And that's how it's done.
Clayton, that was great. You guys, hope and faith no more. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
We've
We've
been
working on it all day. It's been good.
Put your hands together for the Torricle Sense.
Thank you.
We're going to ask everybody to come in for the final moments of the show one more time. Thanks to everybody for coming in on the TGI Fun Show on another Friday. And please give us a follow if you liked what you saw on Twitch. We're going to be here every Friday. If anybody has any comments to make for the final moments of fighting the coronavirus with alternate means, please feel free to add them now. Christian Guilt, I love that flossing might be another one we should add.
That's true.
I'm good.
Cleanliness is godliness.
Horti is ready for Horti, you have a microphone. Do you have a song you'd like to sing?
Oh, yeah.
B is for the way you.
Banana.
Banana.
Me.
A.
I like you.
Hi.
I see you there, man.
Hey, what's up?
I'm a coming is running through the forest.
I'm a coming has gone AWOL. Julie, we're gonna sign off, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. Julie Nolen, would you like to leave us with a song tonight?
Sure.
I'm gonna pin Julie Nolen. Thank you for joining us. If you like the show, follow us on the Twitch TV, Wild Bill ATX. Thank you to all our guests that we had tonight. Christian Guilt, Maybelline, Willie Fast Fingers, Mr. X, Pete, Horty, I'm a Comin', Swervin' Irvin, Hope, Clayton. Happy birthday, Carol. Joe Ben, we love you. Happy birthday, Jamie.
Come get me, Maybelline. Where are you?
We're gonna leave you with
I'll be there shortly.
with the sweet sounds of Julie Nolen.
Yeah, Julie.
Take it away, Julie. What's that?
The corner of the room, saw you and knew we were doomed. You're drinking my favorite whiskey, and you smell like.
Did I mute her?
Yep.
Me out of a Barbara. Said, baby, stay the night. So we chased away the daylight. Yo, troublemaker, I'm a trouble finder. Tonight, gonna.
Uh-oh, where's she at?
Just quit muting people.
We're in trouble. We got matching tattoos. And he disappeared for a month or two. Got a call from the ball race in blue, asking me have I seen you. Stop by in a Cadillac, so the cops to finally relax. Let's go on the road like a Kerouac, more like Bonnie and Clyde back. Yo, troublemaker, I'm a trouble finder. Tonight, gonna need a reminder that together we're like moths to a flame. Reach to honey. We got no restraints.